Hello, you're watching Thursday's Eye on Africa. I'm James Creedon, standing in for Georgia Calvin-Smith. Here are our headlines this evening. In the west of Senegal, 11 babies have died in a hospital fire. We'll bring you more information on that tragedy at the top of the show. In Burundi, an upsurge in cases of Rift Valley fever is causing concern. Hundreds of cases have affected livestock. We'll take a look at the impact and at attempts to curtail the spread of the disease. And in 21 days, a new cultural rendezvous will take place in Kinshasa. We'll talk in studio to the founder and director of the African Zuri Festival. Thanks for watching. Now, tragedy has struck the town of Tivaouane in the west of Senegal. A hospital fire has left 11 infant children dead. The fire took place at the Mame Abdou Aziz Sy Dakar Hospital, where distressed, grieving family members gathered on Thursday. Sam Bradpeace has the details about that tragedy.
The fire ripped through the second floor of this building behind me with terrifying speed, according to all the witness accounts that we've heard. Supposedly, the fire was triggered by a short circuit in the electricity. That's what the local mayor has said. And the flames were fed then by exploding oxygen canisters, which were being used for the treatment of these 11 babies which have died. We spoke to the grandfather of one of the victims. He was understandably pretty much lost for words, just incredible suffering. And there are still lots of questions unanswered. Almost exactly a year ago, a very similar incident took place in which 4 babies died in a fire in a neonatal clinic. This time around, people are asking, why wasn't an audit which was promised completed of the hospitals in the country, and why has this kind of disaster been allowed to happen again?
Now, armed assailants have killed about 50 people in a part of eastern Burkina Faso ravaged by Islamist violence. The announcement was made on Thursday by Colonel Hubert Yameogo. He is the governor of the East region. The attack on residents of the town of Madjouari was carried out by unidentified individuals. More on that as it comes into us. Now, heavy fighting raged in eastern DR Congo on Thursday between the army and the M23 group. The militia is waging its most sustained offensive since the 2013 insurrection. At that time, the Congolese Tutsi group were supported by neighbouring Rwanda and Uganda. They briefly took control of the city of Goma. This time round, the Congolese army has recaptured its base in Rumangabo from the M23 group, but the rebels still appeared to control much of the surrounding area. There was also heavy fighting overnight near the town of Kibumba, about 20 kilometres northeast of Goma. And Imam has told Reuters news agency that the town fell to M23 on Wednesday. African Union leaders gather in Equatorial Guinea on Friday for 2 summits. Now, a meeting on Saturday will address unconstitutional changes and terrorism issues. But first up on Friday, there is an extraordinary humanitarian meeting to collect money for humanitarian causes across the continent. 113 million Africans need urgent humanitarian assistance, according to one estimate this year. That includes 48 million refugees, asylum seekers and internally displaced people. Let's take a listen to Moussa Faki. He's chairperson of the African Union.
According to the data registered by humanitarian agencies, Africa today counts some 113 million people in need of food aid, of which 48 million are refugees, asylum seekers, and internally displaced persons. An urgent response to the needs is necessary to preserve what remains of these people's human dignity.
Now, Burundi is taking action after Rift Valley fever was discovered in the country in recent weeks. Since late April, more than 500 bovines have been contaminated with the virus, with cases reported in over half of the country's provinces. At least 100 animals have died, leading to panic amongst Burundi farm and cattle owners. Renova Nandaba Zine and Wasim Cornet have the story.
At this farm south of Bujumbura, springtime has brought anguish to farmers.
We're scared the disease is not treatable. It's impossible not to panic.
Rift Valley fever is spreading across the country. Cattle owners are fearing for their animals, and they're asking the government to vaccinate herds of cows nationwide.
We need to avoid the worst. We are asking authorities to close all bovine markets, as is already the case in some areas. We also need to vaccinate our animals.
Burundi's government is already at work to stop the spread of the disease. As it tries to get vaccines and medicine ready, the Environment, Agriculture and Farming Ministry has enacted certain measures, such as a ban on slaughter and a ban on bovine transportation. And it's asking cattle owners to remain alert.
Cattle owners must inform authorities of each and every case. Surveillance of the disease must continue at all levels. In affected areas, farmers and cattle owners must comply with the ban on transportation and the ban on slaughter of bovine animals.
There are several symptoms that come with the disease: nosebleeds, weakness, miscarriage, and a lack of appetite, which often leads to death. The first cases were reported in areas close to the border with Rwanda before spreading to other provinces. Although it causes severe illness among animals, most humans that catch Rift Valley fever recover after developing mild symptoms.
Now, in 3 weeks' time, the African Zuri Festival will kick off in Kinshasa, the capital of DR Congo, and we are lucky to have in studio Sonia Kabanda, who is the founder and director of that festival. Thank you for coming in this evening to France 24. So, I'm going to let you do the talking. It's the second year of the festival. Give us a sense of what was the spark, the kind of the spirit or the idea behind the festival, and where would you like to take it? But give us a sense of the genesis of it first.
Yeah. I'm very happy that I hope this is going to be a very happy ending for the news that I've been watching and all the side news that I've been seeing of Africa.
Yes.
There is a very good part of Africa talking about the culture, and especially that the culture is our soul.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have so many beautiful stuff there. It's very easy for the festival. Let me tell you something. It's going to be like a little game. We're going to learn from the north. We're going to learn the music, the food, the fashion. We're going to mix up together. We're going to be like one in a country. And you know, the festival is so big and very challenging for me, but I love challenges.
It's a happy challenge. It's a celebration.
It's a very, very...
It sounds to me like a celebration of life. You've got cooking, you've got hair design, you've got dancing, you've got singing, you've got... Give us a sense of how broad... This is a celebration of life, basically.
Exactly. And all the history of Africa in one country. So we're going to start, we have 7 days, 7 different places celebrating Africa. So we're starting from the north to the south, east, west, and central, finishing the central, because I am from the Central Africa. I'm from the DRC. My name is Sonia Kabanda and all that. But the most important thing that we came to talk about here is the déroulé, how it's going to go. So we're
it's
going
starting
to
in
have,
21 days. It's 3 weeks' time.
Exactly.
For how long is it going to last?
It's going to be 3 weekends.
Right.
We're going to have 3 weekends, exactly. Yeah. But 3 weekends is going to be a whole month exhausting, but exhausting and having a happy ending. This is the whole point.
The best kind of exhaustion.
Exactly. So we're going to have North Africa celebrating with our Soul King. Do you know Soul King?
Yes, I've been looking into Soul King. So Algerian singer Soul King, he is going to be the present at the festival.
Yes, it's going to be It's going to be the singer for the North. It's going to represent the North. We're going to have the belly dancers, the firecrasher. We're going to have the food from our very beautiful chef Aziza from Morocco. We're going to have a very good decorations, taking us to this very beautiful bling bling way of the north. And then the next day we're going to go to the south, having Zahara from South Africa singing. We're going to have the Amapiano DJs, because it's one of the top things that people dance to, the Amapiano sound, and so on. And then after that, when we go to the east, we're going to have our beautiful dancers from Ethiopia. The dancers are very, very particular, because while the dancing, while you're watching them, they're talking about the story of the war to the peace.
So it's a performance that is giving a sense of history as well, and the movement of time through.
We're going to have a chef as well coming from Ethiopia. We're going to have a DJ as well, a spectacular DJ coming from Ethiopia as well, DJ Byrne. And then from the west, we're going to have Mewe. From the east, I forgot to say that we have a superstar, Rayvani from Tanzania as well.
Amazing.
We're going to have a painter coming from Madagascar. He does realistic paintings. I wish you're there.
How does that work?
Oh.
So they're just like photography. Is that the idea?
Photography.
It's like, paintings that look very like a real life image.
Real life, and then especially the way he designs the eyes. Yeah. Next time I'll bring you a present.
Please.
I will, yeah. So we move to the west.
I want to say it again because you said it at the top and it's something we said off air as well. Often in shows about Africa, we talk about problems. Mea culpa, the media is responsible for this a lot of the time because of, it's just the way it works, right? The problems happen and that's what you focus on. When in fact, often, I think if there's a place on earth where life is celebrated more than Africa, I'd like to know where it is because it's so full of celebration and warmth and life, and that is the hidden truth that is not in news bulletins, the joie de vivre of day-to-day life.
Yeah, that's...
So I'm sensing it's going to be bubbling with that.
It's going to be bubbling.
21 days, yeah.
Being happy is a mindset.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to transfer, and this is what I want to tell my brothers and sisters. I want to tell the whole wide world that we should be happy and proud of our culture. This is a heritage. This is us. It's part of us. Yeah.
Tell us about hair design, because I know that's one of the events. It looks like you might have had some hair design at some point with that shoulder pad and the hair matching. That's not an accident, right?
No, it's not.
You didn't fall out of bed looking like this.
It's not. It's not. I heard that my hairstyle come from women from the 4th century.
It's amazing.
And it's not an accident.
It's a sculpture.
Yes. I'm happy like this. I feel free. And I don't have to spend so much time doing this.
Can you sleep on that side?
No, I'll take it out and then I'll change it in another way. Yeah?
Well, we don't have enough time. We've only 30 seconds left. If you have one message, one little final
I have to finish quickly about the relay. I have 2 minutes to finish. On the west, we have Mewe.
We have half a minute, sorry.
Yes, finish. So I wish you coming to see Youssou as well. Come to the conference, Humanist Conference. I wish people come together and we change the story of Africa. Please, Africa is beautiful. Africa is a queen. Feel a queen, feel a king.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for that message to our audience, and thanks for watching Eye on Africa this evening.
Thank you very much.